Deep in a forest lived a kind woodcutter. He worked hard every single day, from dawn till dusk, surrounded by the towering trees and the sounds of nature. His life was simple yet filled with purpose. Every day he chopped wood tirelessly. With each swing of his axe, he felt a sense of accomplishment. He would then gather the chopped wood and take it to the market. There, he sold the wood to the townspeople, who relied on it for their fires and warmth. The money he earned from selling the wood was modest, but it was enough. He used the money to buy food and other essentials. He would visit the rustic market, where he carefully chose the freshest produce and the best ingredients for his simple meals.
Chopping wood sounds.
The woodcutter was poor, but he was happy. His happiness did not come from material wealth, but from the satisfaction of a hard day's work and the simple pleasures of life. He had food to eat which he enjoyed with gratitude. Each meal, though simple, was a reward for his labor. He had a place to sleep, a modest cabin that provided shelter and comfort after a long day of work. It was his sanctuary, where he could rest and rejuvenate. Most importantly, he was honest. His integrity was his most valued possession, and it earned him the respect and trust of the villagers. One day, the woodcutter went to the forest as usual. The forest was his second home, a place where he felt a deep connection with nature. He needed to chop wood to sustain his livelihood. Each tree he felled was done with care and respect for the forest. He would sell the wood in town just as he did every day. The townspeople depended on his hard work, and he took pride in providing for them. He was very tired, but kept working. His determination and dedication were unwavering, driven by the knowledge that his efforts were meaningful and necessary. Chop, chop, chop! The woodcutter swung his axe with precision and strength, each strike echoing through the forest. He had been chopping wood for hours, preparing for the long winter ahead. The rhythmic sound of the axe hitting the wood was almost soothing. Suddenly the axe head flew off. It happened so quickly that the woodcutter barely had time to react. One moment he was in the groove, and the next his trusty tool was in pieces. It went sailing through the air, spinning and glinting in the sunlight. The woodcutter watched in horror as it arced gracefully, heading straight for the nearby river.
"Oh no!" he shouted, his voice filled with panic and disbelief. He reached out instinctively, but it was too late.
Ploop! The axe landed in the river with a splash, sending ripples across the surface. The woodcutter's heart sank as he watched it disappear beneath the water. It sank to the bottom, lost in the murky depths. The woodcutter was devastated. His mind raced with thoughts of how he would manage without his axe.
"Now how will I chop wood? My axe is gone," he lamented, staring at the empty space where his axe used to be. The realization of his predicament hit him hard.
The woodcutter sat down on the riverbank, his shoulders slumped in defeat. He gazed at the flowing water, hoping for a miracle. He didn't know what to do. His mind was a whirlwind of worry and despair. How would he provide for his family now? He was so sad he wanted to cry. The weight of his loss pressed down on him, making him feel utterly helpless. His axe was all he had. It wasn't just a tool, it was a lifeline, a symbol of his hard work and dedication. Without it, he felt incomplete. Suddenly, a beautiful fairy appeared. She was surrounded by sparkles.
Why are you sad?
The woodcutter was surprised. He had never seen a fairy before. He told the fairy about his lost axe.
"I need my axe to work. Now I cannot make any money."
The fairy listened carefully.
Don't worry, I will help you find your axe.
The fairy dove into the river. She came back up holding a golden axe.
Is this your axe?
"No, that is not my axe."
He was an honest man even when he was poor. The fairy dove down again. This time she brought up a silver axe.
Is this your axe?
"No, that is not my axe either."
He was a very honest man. The fairy dove down a third time. She came up with the woodcutter's old axe. It was rusty and dented. The woodcutter had been using this axe for many years, and it had seen better days. Despite its condition, it was a tool he cherished deeply.
Is this your axe? The fairy asked, her voice gentle and kind, as she held out the old familiar tool to the woodcutter.
"Yes, that's my axe," the woodcutter exclaimed with relief and joy. He had feared it was lost forever in the depths of the pond.
He was so happy to have his axe back. He thanked the fairy many times. His heart was filled with gratitude and he couldn't stop smiling. The fairy's kindness had restored not just his tool, but his hope as well.
You are a very honest man. You did not lie about the golden axe or the silver axe. The fairy's voice was filled with admiration. She appreciated the woodcutter's integrity and wanted to reward him for his honesty.
As a reward, the fairy gave the woodcutter all 3 axes. The woodcutter was astonished. He had never expected such generosity. With the golden and silver axes, he could now provide even better for his family. The fairy's gift was more than just tools. It was a testament to the value of honesty and integrity. The woodcutter's heart swelled with gratitude as he held the 3 axes, knowing that his honesty had brought him such an unexpected and wonderful reward. The woodcutter went home a very happy man. He learned that honesty is always the best policy. Remember, even when things are hard, it is important to always be honest. Like the woodcutter, you will be rewarded for your honesty.